So, step 8, you're very nearly there now. Soon you'll be a qualified, well maybe not officially, but a qualified foam roller expert. Are you feeling excited? Yeah? Well, the next few lessons are pretty crucial because right now you've got a lot of knowledge in your head. In fact, you're probably feeling a little bamboozled by all of the different types of rolls, when to do them, how to do them, which ones are non-workout day moves, which ones are workout day moves, blah blah blah, etc, etc, etc. And that's why this lesson is super important, because I'm going to show you how to select the exercises that work for you. And to be honest, although this is super important, it's also very easy to do. Remember when I showed you the individual rolls and I told you to pause on the trigger points? Well, this is a vital part of how you choose which rolls work for you and which ones you can simply skip. Because all of our bodies are different, each person is going to have different muscular needs and as such will benefit from different rolls. As long as you can remember your end goal, you'll always be able to roll effectively. It's very easy to get drawn into rolling up and down muscles that feel good when really they simply do not need it. In fact, I would go one step further and say if when you roll a muscle you don't find any trigger points, don't roll it. And that's because it's these trigger points or knots in your muscles that foam rolling is really effective at reducing, and thus giving you the performance boosts you deserve. So that's the first point, and to put it simply, only foam roll where it hurts, not just for the sake of it. The second point is a small exception to the first point, and that is if you roll a particular muscle before a workout and it feels okay, so you stop rolling it, as per point 1, but then after the workout it gives you grief, then maybe you can look at rolling that a bit more the next time. But before you go and roll it for ages, remember that muscles work in groups. So just like we talked about in a previous module with the IT band, the muscle you're rolling might not necessarily be the one that is causing the problem. So what's best is that you find the muscles around it and work them all. Because otherwise you could end up rolling the muscle in question over and over and over and just stretching it out further when that's not even the cause of the problem. And that can cause even more problems because then you'll be compressing the muscles around it, which could have actually been where the source of pain was. And that's it. As long as you remember those 2 points, you should be able to work out which rolls work for you. The only other thing to remember is that your selected rolls probably won't be the same every time you work out. And that's because when you're foam rolling, you're relieving tension on the trigger points. And so the next time you come to work them, those trigger points may not feel as tense and therefore might not need to be rolled. But don't panic. You'll always find new trigger points, and that's the aim of the game here. It's to constantly find the trigger points and roll them out so that you can get the performance boost you need. So remember these points and let's move on to lesson 9, where we're going to build the perfect foam roller routine for you. See you there.